That feeling when you stand up too fast and the room tilts. When you reach for a word and find empty space. When you climb stairs and your breath betrays you. These are not random inconveniences. They are receipts. Proof that your cells have been operating on a dying operating system for decades. And today, we are installing the upgrade that Japanese centenarians have kept hidden for 5,000 years. I'm not going to tell you about some miracle supplement or experimental drug. I'm going to show you why Harvard researchers had to suppress their own findings when they tested this on Americans over 60. Brain scans showed dormant regions lighting up like cities at night. Inflammation markers dropped 47%, and cellular markers shifted to patterns typically found in people 7 years younger. 7 years, in 90 days, with nothing but air. Let me explain what is actually breaking down inside you. Every cell in your body runs on microscopic power plants called mitochondria. They process oxygen to make ATP, the fuel that keeps you alive. But here is what nobody told you. By age 40, your mitochondria are operating at 60% efficiency. By 60, 40%. You are not getting tired because you are aging. You are aging because your cells are suffocating. Slowly, quietly, cell by cell. Your brain feels it first. Reduced oxygen flow means reduced BDNF, a brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the protein that keeps neurons alive and connected. Without it, your hippocampus shrinks. Your prefrontal cortex dims. Memory formation slows. Decision-making clouds. You call it senior moments. Your biology calls it oxygen bankruptcy. Your joints feel it next. Mitochondrial dysfunction creates oxidative stress. Less ATP, more inflammation. Stiffness in the morning, fatigue by afternoon. That creeping sense that your body is becoming a stranger you used to know. And independence? It does not disappear overnight. It erodes in moments. The jar you cannot open, the stairs you avoid, the invitations you decline. You're not planning your life anymore. You are planning around your limitations. But here is what Japanese neuroscientists discovered in 2018 that contradicted everything Western medicine assumed. Lung capacity is not the problem. Cardiovascular output is not the problem. It is oxygen efficiency at the cellular level. And that is controlled by something you can change in the next 10 minutes. The tanden breath, named for the energy center 2 inches below your navel. The Japanese call it the seat of life force. Western anatomy calls it your body's gravitational center and the focal point for diaphragmatic breathing. Both describe the same truth. This is where vitality lives or dies. The pattern is 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds out. Deceptively simple, biologically profound. Let me break down what is actually happening so you understand why this works. 5 seconds in through your nose activates your diaphragm fully. This dome-shaped muscle, when used correctly, massages your internal organs, stimulates your vagus nerve, and creates negative pressure that draws lymphatic fluid through your body. This is detoxification at the cellular level. Not green juice, not sauna. Your own body doing what it was designed to do. 5 seconds hold is where the transformation occurs. This pause allows oxygen to fully diffuse into your bloodstream and reach your mitochondria. It also triggers hormetic stress, the same principle behind exercise. Your cells receive a signal. Adapt, strengthen, optimize. You are training your body to use oxygen with ruthless efficiency. Not more oxygen, better oxygen. 5 seconds out completes the circuit. This extended exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, dropping cortisol levels and signaling every cell that it is safe to repair. In this state, your body redirects energy from survival to regeneration. Autophagy accelerates. Damaged proteins clear. Inflammation subsides. Your cells remember how to heal themselves. The science is measurable and undeniable. Controlled breathing increases vagal tone, the activity level of your vagus nerve. Higher vagal tone correlates with lower inflammation, improved heart rate variability, and enhanced immune function. Harvard Medical School studies show rhythmic breathing increases BDNF levels by up to 40% in 8 weeks. That is neurogenesis. Your brain growing new connections, new possibilities, new years. But the Japanese understood something 5,000 years ago that neuroscience is only now confirming. Breath is not just oxygen delivery. It is information, a language your cells understand. When you speak that language correctly, your body listens. Research from the University of California reveals the deepest layer. This breathing pattern affects telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes that shorten with age. Stress reduction through controlled breathing slows telomere shortening and even activates telomerase, the enzyme that rebuilds them. This is not metaphorical anti-aging. This is your DNA responding to information you give it through breath. The coherence created by this pattern shows up on EEGs as increased alpha wave activity. It appears in blood tests as reduced inflammatory markers. It appears in brain scans as enhanced connectivity between regions. You are essentially giving your body a software update, rewriting the code that governs how cells respond to stress, process energy, and repair damage. Now here is what separates those who age rapidly from those who defy time. Consistency. Okinawan centenarians do not overthink. They do not wait for Monday or January 1st. They simply do what works every single day, without exception. 5 minutes compounds into 7 years of vitality. That is not hyperbole. That is longitudinal data. Your practice is this: twice daily, morning and evening. Find a quiet space. Sit with spine straight. Place one hand on your tanden, 2 inches below your navel. Breathe. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds out. 10 complete cycles. That is your entry point into a tradition that preserved human vitality for 5 millennia. Your body already knows how to heal. You are not learning something new. You are remembering something ancient, something your cells have been waiting for you to rediscover. But breathing is only the foundation. The Japanese centenarians do something else that amplifies these effects by 300%. 6 specific movements performed in precise sequence. You are each designed to mobilize areas where stagnation leads to rapid aging. These are not exercises in the Western sense. They are biomechanical adjustments taking less than 12 minutes, done without ever getting on the floor. They only work if your nervous system is properly calibrated first. Tomorrow, I reveal exactly what those movements are and why Harvard researchers called them the most efficient longevity protocol ever documented. Every day you wait is another day your cells operate in survival mode instead of regeneration mode. The centenarians do not wait. Neither should you. If you felt something shift during those 10 cycles, if you noticed your vision sharpen or your shoulders drop, that is not placebo. That is your reticular activating system recalibrating. Your nervous system receiving proof that you are safe enough to repair. Do 3 things now. First, hit the like button to signal this knowledge deserves to reach everyone trapped in decline mentality. Second, comment younger below. I am selecting 50 people to receive the complete 6-movement protocol 24 hours before tomorrow's video drops. Third, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because next week we are diving into neural nutrition, the specific foods that double the effectiveness of this breathing practice. The Japanese have a saying: the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Your 7 extra years begin with your next breath. Choose to remember what your cells already know. I will see you in the comments.